Okay, so we're going to tell you another story, and this one is going to be about finals. So like there's this big test, right? So we got a test, and it's a big test, and so they hand it to you, and you're just like, no, why? And you're just like, ah, and then this eye gets really big because it's like looking at that test, and then blood starts shooting out everywhere. Okay, it's not good. You don't want that to happen. So one way that you can prevent this from happening is first you take your head. Okay, that's your head, and you take your neck, and then you take your shoulders, and then you just like chop your shoulders off. You don't need those. Slice that off. Okay, you don't need your shoulders. All you need is your head, and you just put it in some grass. Okay? But you don't just put it in
graham crackers.
Yeah, you gotta get some graham crackers. Okay? You just have a pile of graham crackers sitting there. Okay? In the grass. All the graham crackers. Okay, they're stacked up everywhere. You got some really big graham crackers.
Make a pyramid of graham crackers.
Oh yeah, let's make a graham cracker pyramid.
Like, you know, a house of cards, but made out of graham crackers.
Yeah, oh, okay. So you got your graham crackers. Now you see these you see these graham crackers, and in your mind it looks like a very big test. But in reality it's just
especially the big ones.
Yeah, the big ones, they look like a big test. But because you're only a head and you have no body, you're forced to just look at them. But then, actually, underneath the ground is your body. But because of the graham crackers, the juices from the graham crackers, the juices, they just kind of go out of the graham crackers into the ground. The ground starts growing pink sludge. Pink sludge just goes and it actually turned your body into a big pink triangle. So you will come out of this and you will be a big pink triangle with a head. So now when you come onto test day, you'll be looking at your teacher and be like, oh man, what do you think? And your teacher's just going to be sitting there like, what? And then he's just going to throw his arms in the air. He's going to throw that clipboard that he always has on him. Yeah, I know what teacher I'm talking about. You know that teacher that always has that clipboard. And he's just going to throw it, and it's just going to go, woo! And then your test is actually on there, like right there. That's your test. And so what you do is you take your mouth, and you open it really wide. Okay?
Holy crap.
You gobble up that test. Gobble it up. Okay? So, you do that. Gobble up that test. Okay? After that test has been gobbled up completely, it will go into your digestive system. Now your teacher, he'll be like, well, we gotta give you some like Ipecac or something like that to make you vomit up. So he'll like try putting the Ipecac in your mouth. So here's your mouth again, so you're just sitting there with your mouth open, and he's just dripping random crap in there to try to get you to throw this test up. So he's standing up above you, and he's just like he's standing on a stool. It's a big stool. Okay. So that's the stool he's standing on, and he's just kind of sitting here going do 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 do. He's not even looking at you. He's just like, what's over there? And he's just kind of looking over here. He doesn't even want to look at this because he knows it's going to be gross. So he's reaching way over, and his other arm's like right there, and he's just like dumping this big container of who knows what. He's just dripping it in though. It's just going. Okay, and so he just drips it in. That doesn't work. Oh, so he just tries dripping this stuff in. That doesn't work. he tries dripping this stuff in. Now this is actually your favorite food, so it actually puts a big smile on your face. The big McDonald's smile. So you have a big McDonald's smile now. So this is what you've turned into by test day. But by the time that you're taking the test, you have turned into a big triangle with a head, with a giant mouth, right? With giant eyes.
From staring at the test.
From staring at the test. Yeah, of course. They're just like red and they're bloodshot because that's what eyeballs do. Eyeballs just do that. Right? Your nose is bleeding. Your entire nose is just bleeding. Right?
It is comprised of blood.
Yes, it is an entire blood nose. And you are just sitting there with your mouth open with a big, gigantic, whopping smile.
McDonald's smile right there.
Yeah. And so you're sitting here, and at this point you're like, well, I gotta go to the nurse's office. So you go to the nurse's office, and they say, wow, you are one messed up kid.
And the nurse is actually a rectangle, by the way.
Yeah. And so, this is the nurse.
She's like, I can relate.
Yeah, she's like, I understand. And so, while all those other kids are just taking this giant test, okay, and they're all stressing out about it. This test, it's probably like this is probably what the test actually is. It's probably just like, what is 7? And the answers are A, big, B, really big. Oh, running out of room.
Nice, big.
Yep. And then
really big.
C, fart, or D, 2. Okay. This is probably what the test actually is. It's probably really easy. Like, the answer's obvious, right? So.
It's obviously E.
Yeah. Duh. It's actually just hexagon. That's the real answer.
E equals hexagon.
E equals hexagon. So
rupee hexagon.
Yep. And then they're gonna ask you like graph some stupid thing. That's not a graph of a stupid thing. Oh, that's a graph.
Please graph your answer.
Yeah, please graph your answer. And so you just like do something like that, and then you do something like that, and then you gotta go into one big one, and then you just kind of do this, and then you go.
Those cubics though. Oh man.
Oh man.
The not possible quadratics.
And then you do that, and then you just get a pencil, and then you just fill in the answer with your number 2 pencil. Oh, I forgot to fill in the answer with my number 2 pencil. Fill it in solid.
Fill in letter E. Fill it in.
I am
all
filling
the way. Till like the letter E isn't visible. Note that because the letter bubbles are so big, it might take a while to fill in.
Yeah.
That's the only reason the test takes so long.
So this is actually a true story of what happened to me this last Tuesday. It happened, and it was awful. And I ended up being sent to the ER, and there was like this guy there, and he was in the truck, the big ambulance truck that kind of goes wee oo 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 wee oo. And it's kind of sitting there with the big plus on the side.
A plus.
Big plus. And there's the guy on the inside. That's the guy. He's Russian on the way. And yeah, he is Russian on the way. The Russians are on their way. The Russians are coming with pyramids and diamonds galore. And they're just gonna be singing Twinkle, twinkle, little star.
See, but these are German
How
diamonds, so they go.
I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high. I
yellow ones are
really
Russian.
want to eat pie. Twinkle, twinkle, little
The green ones are
man.
Italian.
Don't you like to eat
And the gray
tin
ones are
cans?
Perusian.
Oh man, yep.